pardon me? When have I ever sulked?
I mean, you look like the type of man to sulk on my lap. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'll walk myself out. I'll leave. I'll turn it off and I'll leave. Let me teach you the basis of using this. Try not to throw it again. Sorry. I thought a demon was in there. You're afraid of demons? Well... well, who isn't? Aries pointed at himself and then to claim. Did you not notice that we have demon-like qualities? To be fair, no. Not at all. Virtually speaking, no. For her, no. To me, I feel like depending on the design of the artist and the concept art of it, demons can pass off as vampires. To be honest, the only slight difference is maybe 1, vampires can't go out in the daylight, and 2, they need blood. Whereas demons, they don't have that same kind of restraint, but they might have like a slight difference. But again, if we're going based on how the artist rendered them, no, I don't really see a difference to me. I mean, especially Aries, or Aries, I think it is. He looks like a vampire. Who the fuck carries a cross in their ear? I feel like a vampire would. That's such a cliche vampire thing. So, no, I didn't think you guys were vampires. To be honest, I thought Claim was a dragon. I thought he was a dragonborn or something. Dragon descendant, because he has fucking horns that I've been playing too much D&D. Yeah, that's what it is. I've been playing too much D&D because a normal person would have associated that to a demon. But me, I'm like, oh, dude, they got a hot dragon person? Like, sign me right up. That's why I made him my first objective to have. And he's a fucking demon. I'm dead. I'm deceased. Just leave me on the floor where you found me. I cannot. Are you demons? I thought you were Reapers. Not mutually exclusive concepts. There are good demons and bad ones. Take some perspectives of the Grim Reapers across different places. Those that can perceive the supernatural have some foundation for our appearances. Of course, we don't know if they truly see us or if we just look like the scary pictures that they conjure of us. I see. They've always been terrifying in the paintings I've seen. Scary things aside, let's get to work. After many hours of patience from Exfine, with Velfar and even Lily occasionally dropping by to help, I think I've finally understood this device. While it is a watch, they say it's like a smartphone that is capable of doing many other things that I need for my Reaper work. I knew it was a smartwatch. I do have a smartwatch. I still could not say that I have grasped everything, but I believed I could work this. Alright, test time. Never mind. Wait, I don't think I'm ready. Go ahead and send a text to somebody. Okay, alright. We're gonna save, because I don't know who to pick. Let's go back. So we got choices. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles because it helps relax my fingers. Which I'm pretty sure you probably heard some popping noises at some point in my videos. I don't know why, like at some point if I play too much, I'm going to start cracking my fingers. And so you'll occasionally hear that pop. I don't know why. It just soothes me when I go on for too long. Honestly, I don't know why I'm acting like that. I have things on my table that I can use to help myself calm down from whatever the hell's going on in my brain. And I keep forgetting because I'm not used to fidget toys. I didn't grow up having fidget toys, so it's like a strange concept to have something in my hand constantly like fidgeting with, and I like it. It soothes me, but then I forget about it because, you know, your girl got to forget a lot of things at some point in her life. Like, I gotta remember the important things. Fidget toys can be important, but it's not on the high scale of importantness. So I gotta move on and not deal with it sometimes. Who would I want to send it to? Now that I'm kind of bummed out that freaking claim is a damn demon. I thought he was a dragon. And I was so excited for the dragon. But now that I know what he is, now I'm kind of bummed out and don't really want him as my first choice. Though aesthetically, he's pleasing aesthetically to the eye. I don't know why, now that I know what he is, now I just don't really want to deal with him. So, who do I want to send it to? I know that the angel guy, Saren. I think that's how you say it, Saren, because the I gets canceled out by the E, right? Right? I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've been in school, and to be honest, I've forgotten a lot of that stuff back then, so like, that kind of stuff did not stay in my brain. I could barely even remember a math problem. How am I going to remember that? I'm torn between him and Valfar. You know what? I'm gonna go with Valfar. I like me my dark, muscular spoken man, and he's olive skin. I like me my olive skin looking man, and he has white hair. He's hitting all the tropes that I want right now. Right now, at this very moment, that's what I've kind of been reading, is my olive skin men. And memoirs and mangas, not many mangas have that actually. But in memoirs, I've been getting a lot more out of it. So it's making up for that. It's making up for the lack of olive skin males drawings. So, you know what? I'm just going to keep the trend going. I'm going to keep the trend going for me. Because I'm content with that. I don't know if he's going to respond. That's going to be the sad part. Hello? My, it appears you've been learning well. Oh, stop! You make me blush. Stop. Oh, we get choices! Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to save again. So let me... Okay, now I'm curious on what the angel will say. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go through this, and then I'm gonna go back on my save, and then see what the angel says. I'm just curious, and then I'll go back to originally what I did. That's it. Because there's so many choices, so I'm not gonna be able to go through them all, but I do want to hear what he says. It's a little intimidating, but I'm doing my best. I believe in you, Winter. It'll be a nice addition to have you in our group. It is a bit difficult. My fingers press the wrong button sometimes. It still happens to me now and then. To be honest, I have the same problem with my phone. Where, like, I'll press a letter and it'll end up pressing a different letter, and I'm just like, are my thumbs too fat for these little things? Like, I miss the days where you used to tap to get to a letter. Not that I'm saying I want to go back to that, but it made it easier to write out words, because at least I didn't have to, I can count how many times I have to get to that letter. Whereas this one, like, I can't count. If I mistakenly enter it and I don't realize that I mistakenly entered it, like, I'm screwed. Are you sure you're not just saying that to make me feel better? Goodness, do I really seem like that type to lie? No, of course not, sorry. I only tease. Keep up the fine work. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, wait, is he a demon or not? Like, I can't tell if he's a demon or a human, but he definitely looks fucking tired and done with life. Great. Now call someone. What? We were moving too fast. Oh my gosh. You get to make choices? So many choices. Screw it. I'll call him too.
Is this the next part of your test?
Oh! It is. And hello, Belfar. Like, you don't like my voice? I'm just kidding. I don't even think he knows we have a voice. Yes. I think I'm getting proficient at this calling thing.
Oh. Have you been practicing with the others?
No, just you.
I am assuming that your phone is still in one piece.
Oh, they didn't even read that first part? Unless, like, that other part was the first part, and they're just now getting to the second part. For now, at least. For now, at least.
Ah, I sense that you'll be putting Zafan to work again in the future. Good.
Yeah, I made the right choice with going with him. So worth it. So worth it.
However, if the urge ever does strike you to throw your phone once more, please aim it towards Aries.
Oh, that's how you say Aries. I've been calling him Oris. I've been pronouncing it Aries. Oris. I mean, okay, hear me out. English language is the weirdest fucking language, alright? Like, how are you gonna tell me how to pronounce certain things and then switch it up? And decide, hey, so now we're gonna be ignoring letters, and it's like, my brain cannot fathom that. Like, what you mean? Or Orius? Orius. I'm gonna have to keep pronouncing that. Oh, do you have a grudge against him?
Not at all. You are simply the only one who could get away with it.
Ah, alright. I'm gonna be in between them doing that. Okay. I'm not entirely sure about that. He may retaliate.
I shall offer you my protection.
Oh, damn. Stop. Stop being a flirt. You're such a flirt. Then I will aim as best as I can.
Excellent.
Look at you. Passed with flying colors. He ruffled my hair with a proud look in his eyes. Thanks, teacher. Of course, my star pupil. Alrighty. Alright, so let me load. So let me and then I'll go back to my original choice. So I'll go back. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just curious and indecisive that I want to hear the angel. Because why not? I'm already here. We're not that... Well, we are far into the game, I feel like. But we're not too far from the choice. So I can always just fix it and then just get to the next part. Hello. Winter. How wonderful. Oh my gosh. Winter. How wonderful it is to receive a message from you. My, you are learning quite quickly. You really think so? Yes, I am quite proud. Oh my gosh, these choices. Choices. You flatter me, Saren. I think I've got a long way to go. Okay, so now we gotta call. So I'm gonna call him just to see how it feels.
Why, hello there. I hope your first day on the job has been fun.
Interesting. Well, I think I'm learning a lot.
If anything frightens you again, you can be sure to count on me.
Stop! He acts like a fucking angel. I don't know if I trust that, though. I don't know why. I am a girl that's gonna doubt something when it sounds too sweet, because if it's too good to be true, chances are it's probably too good to be true. I had to wait because my dog started drinking water. Yeah, I'll try not to keep throwing things.
That's the spirit. But if you ever do feel the urge, I can arrange for you some throwing materials.
Oh, he's so sweet. I don't know what to choose and I can't save. Choices. Why not? I'll take you up on that offer one day.
I'll be ready. Perhaps I should start making arrangements.
Too soon, Seer.
But if you'd like something a little less exhilarating, I can think of plenty of ways for us to spend time together.
What? I like that a lot, Seer. Alright, now we're back. I got to look at what I wanted to look at, and he's such a flirt. He is a big fucking flirt to us. Angel Boy is such a flirt, and so is Velfar. Big flirt. He clapped his hands together. How about we go and get some lunch, and then Val can give you a tour of the place. Since you'll be working with us closely, best to get to know each of us better. If you want, of course. I do. Huh. Glad you're taking this all well so far. Looking forward to working with you, Miss Winter. Just Winter. Just Winter. He shook my hand with a playful show of a pomp and circumstance. Will everyone like me? Of course they will. I already do. Stop. You're such a fucking tease, bro. You're teasing me. I did not think you were the type to be a flirt, Saffron. Saffron yelped, completely taken unaware by a voice from behind. Man, I've had to Google these names because I keep forgetting on how they actually pronounce them versus how I'm pronouncing them, and it's such a trip. I've been saying his name Velfar, and it's Velefar. Oh! Someone get me out of here! Perfect timing, Velefar. I'm never gonna unhear the word Velfar. I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing his name. Velefar. Velefar. Where did you come from? The job this morning was a quick one. It looked like you were doing pretty well, so I thought I would make my way over. His job. Ah. Although I could not admit it out loud, I actually forgot the aspect of this job that involved soul transportation and the events before and after. Come, let us start. Over there you have the training hall. Oh, what's in there? A lot of training dummies. Typically, the goal is to take out as many of them as possible in a short amount of time. Or, you have a target, and you have to take them out as quickly as possible without accidentally killing one of the innocents. Does our line of work involve a lot of combat? Depends. There's always the chance to encounter unfriendly spirits. I remember hearing of those before, but I didn't think it would be something I'd actually deal with.
I have to fight ghosts.
I don't think they're ghosts. I think he meant like other entities. I think. Oh, nope, no, he literally meant ghost. Okay, I was wrong again. Yes. I looked at him in horror. You joust. Surely? Madame, I assure you, I do not. While his face was relatively smooth, I could definitely see him biting back a smile. Was my dilemma a source of amusement to him? How cruel. And that is why you must learn to protect yourself from them. I know some combat. My best friend had taught me since we were young.
Didn't do such a good job, did he? You're here dead, aren't you?
Alright, who brought this mega bitch in? Who the fuck brought this little fucking punk ass bitch in? I'm tired of your punk ass. First off, whatever fucking beef you have, it's not with me, it's with fucking him, and you go take it up to him if you know where the fuck he's at in hell. Second off, go fuck yourself, because you don't have to be a fucking dick. Third off, I don't appreciate you. Anytime I'm hearing you now, you're pissed. I've been pissed off. I've been pissed off. He's been pissing me off. He needs to go away. I don't like him. He rubs me in the wrong way. I purposely now want to throw this story out of line just to see his reaction to say, go fuck yourself, bro. That was my own decision. Only because you didn't know how to fight enough to run away, right? No, I don't think it's because of that. I don't know what exactly inspired when she was alive and how it came to that conclusion when we started the game. But I think at some point they knew they were going to get caught and she willfully decided to take it because if we're talking about ancient times, we're talking about poorly constructed authority figures, poorly constructed justice system. Like that didn't become a concept until I believe in England until the 18 something or 19, one of the two. I could be far wrong, but the idea of having justice didn't exactly happen until centuries later. I don't know about the New World. I can't remember when the justice system was created in the New World after the colonization over here. But yeah, there was no such thing as justice. Like, justice was deemed in the eye of the king or queen or whoever when you got caught, and it was just you were gonna die by the hands of the guillotine and the people that ran the guillotine. They didn't care if they had the evidence. They didn't care if you were truly the suspect. The fact that you were accused was within itself the accusation and the jury and judge. So whatever they slapped her with is what she had to go through with. There was no court system to stop it. It was just gonna happen. That's all it was. It was just gonna happen and that be that. So it's not like she didn't have a fighting chance. It's that it would be easier just to let it all be pinned on her and her accepting it, so like whoever else was left with it could probably move forward without the harsh rumors, because you can't start up a rumor theoretically if that person's dead, because they already took those allegations with them to the grave, so there's no way it can continuously be a problem. Right. Glorious enough. You talked a lot for someone in second place. Ouch. Second place in what? You see, we keep a tally of the scores from the training hall. I am not in second place. I am merely tied with claim. Indeed, and since you are tied for first, and neither of you are the winner. So does that not naturally make you second place? Oh yeah. I love this option. We're saving. Yeah, no. I'm gonna side with I'm siding with Philefer, because this dude wants to be a dick. Hey, I can give it right back to you, man. I put in what you put out. And so if you want to be rude, I'll go ahead and be rude with you, because I'm not going to be the bigger person in this scenario. I'm not getting paid to be the bigger person. So therefore, if you want to be like truly aggressive and petty, I'm going to be a truly aggressive and petty. So yeah, I don't like you. Not in this playthrough, I don't like you. I agree with Valefer. Oh, then let's see what you got. Oh, fuck. I bit the bullet. Ah, they're gonna make me do it. I can't. That's my fault for fucking agreeing. I set myself up for that, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We got this. I'll put myself in this situation. We can get out of it. Still beat you, Falafar. Haven't I? So you have. So you have. Since you're so proficient, how about you show Miss Winter here the ropes later? Please just call me Winter. Very well then. Me? Isn't the tour your job? Are you trying to shriek your duties off to me? For shame? I'm not you, Aries. I am the tour guide. You can handle her training. For someone who made sure her arrival would be perfect, you enjoy pretending other... Aries glanced with such intensity, even I had to look away. You did? None of your business. He briskly walked away. Aries. Fine. Later. And then he went out of sight. Very well. But as to what I was saying before, you will meet ill spirits, yes, but it should not be too often. You are not to harm humans, but you are on assignment as a fixer. The occasion may arise. There are also the rogue reapers, or rogues for short. You may need to protect yourself against them, or conduct arrest if required. Wow, I have a lot of responsibilities, don't I? And you shall carry them out wonderfully. What? Ah, I forgot to explain about the office. Post-reaping reports are filed here. Reports? Do I have to write them too? No, we have separate staff to review the actual reaping. Reapings are recorded automatically. Typically, the recordings are studied only if there is an anomaly. Recorded automatically? Yes, into our Hall of Memories. That sounds fancy.
Which is not a stop on your tour.
Okay, why isn't it a stop in our tour? First off, if we're gonna be doing the job of a weeper, shouldn't we get the whole aspect of the job? Like, what do you mean it's not a part of my tour? I want the whole job. I want to know what I'm doing fully throughly. From out of nowhere, Claim popped in and regarded Falafram with a stern countenance.
Must each one of you interrupt me?
That's fair, I would be annoyed too. In return, he greeted Claim with a withering sigh. Pardon my rudeness, but yes, I believe that is a lesson for another time. Aw, now I'm more curious. He chuckled, his eyes clinking with his laugh. Hold on to that curiosity. I assure you, you'll be going somewhere much better in a bit. Far more magical. Ah, the gate. Precisely. How about we take her to the human world? She should see what it is like in the present day. Goodness, do you mean right now? Why not?
Oh, are you going to the human world? I shall come along.
Alright, is everyone just coming with me? I was not informed that this would be part of the tour. He was rubbing his temple now, much like a schoolteacher who had lost control of his students. But it'll be fun anyway, right? I can't wait to see how much the human world has changed. Perhaps I could stand to wait longer. Perhaps I could stand to wait longer. I was still not used to the sensation of riding what was called an, elevator. My stomach clenched as we seemed to descend for ages. What if I can't hold it? Are you excited to go into the human world? Perhaps he could sense I was rattled and spoke in soothing tones. Sir, do you not have any work to attend to? No angelic business of any sort? You must not have a lot of work to come along with us. Aries had seen us all go to the elevator in the hallway and tagged along without being asked.
I wonder. Perhaps this is part of my business.
And you're joining us too.
Because, like it or not, you're my business too.
Excuse me, sir, you were just being rude and now you're trying to flirt? Okay, I know what you are. I know what you are. I know exactly what you are. The manga has told me what you are. You're a sour little man, and deep down you care about us. There's only one thing on this floor, this gate here. It was a short walk from the elevator. While the rest of the building was styled differently, H showed in this hallway. How come this place is rather dilapidated? Strange, is it not? We live in the city of Set-Asis, and our weather changes, and we have day and night cycles. Yet it is all artifact. I suppose it is to give a semblance of routine change. So consider this hallway to be the sole representation of change. While time does not pass here, centuries have passed beyond this door. The 6 of us gathered in the front of the door. That's not door, that's gate. The 6 of us gathered in front of the gate. Centuries have passed. Yes, however, we can access any point in time in the past. We do so regularly. Why is that? There are more humans than weepers, therefore there are many more dead souls than weepers. Meaning you are understaffed? Precisely. Different reapers are assigned to different points of time and geographic locations. We are mostly caught up, but there are staggered. Occasionally, there are some trouble that occur that are outside the records of history that we must correct. Would it not be better to go in order to collect souls? You would think so, but the powers above say otherwise. We would be centuries behind in our own development, unfortunately. Humans have their follies, but what benefits them also benefits us. We can study patterns of technology, society, and all else, and apply it to our city of Stannis. Or we learn where we must revise and interfere in history and know how to do so. That falls to fixers like Seraphine and Seer. That was a lot of information, and I had a lot of questions. Are their souls not waiting for a long time? Yes and no. The second we go to retrieve them, it is right after their death. Even if they have waited until now, our retrieval changes the time they've actually waited for. Eventually.
I see. It seems lonely, waiting for centuries.
They have literally the same clothes design, like her sleeve looks like his sleeve. They have to be from the same time frame. These two, that demon over there and her. He has similar concept clothing like her, so they have to be from the same time frame. But then I suppose they haven't waited in the end? Exactly. The problem is that sometimes before we get to them, they could become troublesome spirits. If way forward, they can cause mayhem, or worse, turn evil. It's a broken system. And we have our naysayers, of course. Aureus hangs to the back. Saf and Seer each hold my hand as Claim approached the gate. Best to show you this part in practice. Remember 2 things. Do not harm any of the humans, and do not interfere in their affairs. I nodded, like a good student. Forgive me for taking over, Vlefer. It is quite all right. It was not as though I had prepared for this part of the lesson in advance. While he smiled, his tone indirected that he was quite put out. Anyway, he held up a pocket watch with a blue cover. New Vex City, by the Roseview Shopping Center, present day. The door opened and the entryway glowed white. Follow me. Yes, sir. I was speaking to Winter. Rude. Without sparing a second glass, Kame stepped forward. Would you like to go next? I looked at the doorway that swallowed Kame. Although it wasn't entirely different from the doors I passed through in my dream, there was a nervous pit inside of my stomach. It's nothing to be afraid of. Here, I'll show you. Surprisingly, Aureus spoke up, and in a moment he was gone as well. Oh, see, he does care. He would have your hind if he heard that. Shall I take my leave next? Let's all go together. The men nodded at me, and with my hand still collapsed in between theirs, we walked forward. Well, aren't they all being gentlemen? I think the only reason why is because there's a girl in the mix, and as they always say, humans are essentially primates in a sense, so once you throw a girl in the mixture, they all suddenly change their little tunes. A cold breeze tickled my face and my clothes rustled. I feared the sensation would be unpleasant, but there was no different than stepping outside. Here we are. My escorts let go of my hand and gestured towards the sky. What do you think? This place was not unlike This place was not unlike Sadis. Strange buildings were all around, although they seemed more plain than the ones I've seen back home. Not that I've been in the non-human world for long. In fact, it was strange to think of myself a little different from the humans. It is unfamiliar. Then I do believe it is time to familiar yourself. Shopping? How about we get some boba tea? I can sense your true motions in coming along. They continued to rattle off suggestions as we went around. The people around us were nothing like the ones I've lived amongst. Their clothing were far less substance and also far more colorful. Everything was so cool. It was a little overwhelming. There were so many shops with things I've never seen before and exits from all directions. As the others continued ahead, I found myself hanging back to take in the scenery. Hey, miss, you like adventure? Huh? Have I the offer for you? It won't take too long and you'll get a free trip out of it. He held out a leaflet of paper with some pictures on it. Oh, it did look pretty. Well, I suppose that's nice, isn't it? Come this way. Oh, you fucking idiots! They didn't even see us go off! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on? Alright. So you see, Winter, I think you may quite like these boba waffles. Winter?
Hey, where did she go?
I don't know. Normally what women do, we like to trail off when something catches our interest and we forgot to tell you. I feel like that's any person with ADHD though, because my husband does that a lot where he'll just run off to something without warning me. And then I'll be standing there like, where'd you go? What? Where is he? So then I have to go search the crowd.
What do you mean, where did she go?
I don't know what it means, man. Where did she go? Where did we go? I hope it's to the fun place. Oh my gosh, there's more? I thought you had an eye on her. How could you lose her? Well, I thought she was with you?
Why would she be with me? God, you're so irresponsible.
To be fair, I'm not in anybody's lane or in anybody's side. None of y'all were keeping track of me. None of y'all were watching over me. Y'all literally got excited for something and was like, I'm gonna go eat that. I'm gonna go enjoy that. Unbeknownst to them, they fucking forgot me in the background because they were so enticed in whatever they were doing that now they just remembered that I was existent. Yay, bravo. The bickering escalated in volume, began to draw attention towards the group.
You two, settle down.
Oops. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't get to hear what he said.
You activated it, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Zafan?
Of course. What do you take me for? Despite his confident words, he was sweating bullets as he checked the software on his phone. Ah, shit. What do you mean, ah, shit? Safan, you didn't? Safan felt himself having palpitations that were strong enough to knock out any human.
Now, Aries, Thou shalt not commit violence against thy fellow man.
You shut it, Angel. Wait, I can just call her. Hold your horses. Hurry. Before he bursts a vessel. The others with an indirect indignant I don't know. I think it's indirect, but that's not how you say indirect. Indignant? Oh. Savant regarded the others with an indignant stare, though all their faces held a ting of worry. I hope she picks up. That's what she has a phone for, doesn't she? We can find her regardless, Orisis. Do not fret so. Shh. She's picked up. They all hurried in closer. It was a spectacular sight. 5 handsome men all huddled together in the middle of the street over one phone. A few passers-by wondered if there was some sort of host club nearby, but their demeanor suggests that they wouldn't be taking any customers. Hello? Oh, good. Oh, good. She didn't throw it this time. This isn't my first time using it. Excuse me, miss? Who are you talking to? Where are you? Is that your husband? Huh? Perfect, Perfect. Tell him we have a deal for him too. I'll give you the address so he can come join our little party. They all stared intently at his phone. Seraphine's phone pinged a few moments later. Check it.
I am. God, your panties are in such a twist.
Not the time, Seraphine. Seraphine growled under his breath, then input the address into an app. Ah, thank goodness. Okay, she's in some weird little build. Aries grabbed Seraphine's phone without waiting for him to finish and started to run. What the bro, hello? As Seraphine protested, the other men had already zoomed right behind Aries. You better give that back, you little... And Seraphine too joined the pursuit. Can I go now? I had been led into this rather doggy-looking place. The people did not seem like they wanted to harm me, but they were annoyingly persistent. But you won't be able to get your free course if you leave. Cruise. But you wouldn't be able to get your free cruise if you leave. I have no idea what they were talking about. I had no idea what they were talking about. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. You'll really be helping us out, miss. I got a sick daughter at home and she'll be able to eat for a week. I do like to help people, I guess. And we want to help you too. So you see, we're offering 2-bedroom condos and... I raise my hand. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a question. Certainly, miss. What is a cruise and what is a condo? You're pulling our leg, aren't you? His countenance slid from cheerful to displeased rather quickly. No. I was being genuine. What was so wrong? I was being genuine. What was so wrong? So you just been wasting our time. Why would you watch our presentation about timeshares if you aren't willing to buy?
I can't buy anything if I don't have any money. You promised a free trip. I think you're the one that's wasting my time.
The group sitting around him stood up and approached me. They loomed in closer and I swallowed. I was in danger. It's okay. I can take him on. Felix taught me how to take on groups like these ones. Easy. However, I just realized that I had not been given any weapon yet. Damn it. Wait, I could just run. Before I could make a break for it, a loud thump interrupted my plans of escape. Get your hands off our girl. She didn't show up with just one husband. She showed up with 5 husbands. Let's just say that. There is 5 men standing here. And this guy opened up with, get your hands off my girl. Wild. Fantasy wild. Well, in fact, there were no hands on me, but it did not matter. Aries had landed an impressive kick on the man before me. Oof, hey, what's the big deal? Shame on you, preying on naive women for your schemes. I thought we weren't supposed to harm humans. This is an exception. Kidnapping is a very serious crime after all. That said, how could you possibly... like, how could you possibly... I mean, same thing. That said, how could you let yourself get kidnapped? Well, they asked if I wanted an adventure. And offered a free trip. And you said yes? How could you fall behind so easily? Sorry. Did you forget about us? What did you take us for? Shut up. He kicked the man back down. Let us get out of here, and then continue this conversation. Bastards, don't think you can get away with this so easily. Try it, and I will kill you. Or at the very least, get the authorities to put an end to your little operation. This is perfectly legal.
I know how to get a harassment charge on you. Very easily.
Broke bastards. Kane rolled his eyes and flashed something at the man. It was some sort of black rectangle, but it caused the gang to become flustered. How strange. The entire path outside, Aries had dragged me along by the waist, holding it with a gentle hold. So now you're just gonna force me to walk with you guys? Like, look, I'm capable. He said free. I mean, to be fair, I feel like it wasn't a scheme. I felt like if they had bought it, it probably would have been beneficial, but they didn't really give the guy a chance, and she just misunderstood, because I mean, when you say free back then, it was free, but it came with attachments. What were you thinking following strangers? I was thinking whatever I wanted to think. Like, hello? I will do whatever I want and go wherever I want. I'm not a child for you to tell me where I can and can't go. This is not what... He stopped himself abruptly and drew my curiosity. I tilted my head, prompting him to finish his sentence. What? This is not what a sensible person does. What? Sensible? Who are you gonna lecture at, bro? It was hard to shake them off. They were so insistent. And you said not to harm. Alright, let's clarify some things. If anyone bothers you, shake them off. Stick to us for now, though. You'll be doing jobs on your own one day, however, you are still a fish out of water. Now, Aureus, calm down. Let us enjoy some crambés in return. Cramberries? I'm just gonna go with what I said. You're thinking of food at a time like this. I think this is the perfect time. She is unharmed, is she not?
You are, right? Otherwise I will return to bestow punishment.
Alright, daddy figures. Y'all need to calm it the fuck down. Like, damn. I just went and all I heard was them talk about timeshares and buying condos on a cruise. Like, y'all need to calm down. I'm fine, although I am somewhat confused. I still have no idea what was happening. Seraphine will brief you on the details while we go to a particular delicious crambé. Crampy? I'm going with the first one, crambé.
So I see. Your true motive for this outing.
We just wanted food and boba. Food and boba. Seraphine explained the concept of those timeshares and what they entitled. I didn't understand quite clearly, but he told me not to get deceived like that again. In my defense, I had found myself caught up in the moment. After all, this was a whole new world to me. A whole new world! What flavor are you going to get, Winter? Oh, there's so many options. I think you'd like this one. He pointed to a picture of crème that had strawberries and chocolate. Personally, I prefer cookies and cream. What childish taste. And what will you be having, Boreas? Chocolate hazelnut. Bro, that's just as childish. We each put in our orders and wait one by one to receive our selections. Would you like to try some of mine? I'd take a nibble of Sears crème. It wasn't too sweet. What's matcha? It's made of green tea leaves. They make tea flower things now? Amazing. Here, try some of mine too. Sear flashed and took a small bite from mine in return. Delicious. Aw, no fair. I want to share too. Aureus scoffed as Seraphine and I exchanged flavors. You're just jealous, Aureus. I doubt it. He seems to not like me very much. Girl, yeah, me and both, but I feel like he's lying and he's just being a little brat, when in reality he probably likes us a lot. At the very beginning, he was being a dick for no fucking reason, though. I'll give you that. He was being a very obnoxious little tiny boy, getting all up in his feels and stuff about something. And it's like, if you're not gonna indulge on why you're being all booty hurt, I'm not gonna sit there and press. Oh. Huh. I voiced that out loud. That isn't true at all. He was the most worried about you. And he has to be the biggest dick out of all of yous?
He almost tore off Zafon's hand.
Doing what? And broke my phone. He just doesn't show it to you. Oh, so he has the right to be a dick is all I'm hearing. That still doesn't excuse him being a dick. I will kill all of you if you don't shut up. And who said I didn't like you? I fuck that up. What the fuck? And who said I don't like you, Winter?
I'm just not simpering over you like those other thirsty bastards.
What? What? What is going on? I'm done. Now that is uncalled for. We are simply being polite and caring. He was the one that got on our asses over how her place should look. It should be comfortable. What are you idiots thinking? Aries scoffed at him. Shut it or the crampe gets it. At this point, it's a crampe. I don't care. I'm pretty sure it's called... I don't know. I don't care anymore. I give up. I've been at this for quite some time. Fine, meanie. Seraphine pouted, then returned to a safe location to finish his snack. After getting crambes, we went shopping. Kane pulled out that card from before often, and I finally asked what it was and how we were able to get so many things with it. That, my dear, is called a credit card. You can use it to purchase things. It is like magic. Wow, we can use magic to purchase things. Sorcery. Haha, not magic, but rather the power of good investment and supernatural powers. Sorcery. Indeed, it is. Typically we rely on Kame to make financial purchases in the modern world due to how his little magic works. Of course, though, cash is timeless, and you know the inflammation rates and the dates on your notes. I once gave a shopkeeper in the early 1900s a heart attack. I forgot how far a simple note went back then. Can currency change so much? Inflammation is its own beast, Winter. But economics is no fun to talk about, so let's get some boba. Lila's favorite's human invention. Be sure to buy her a cup too, or she'll pout all week. I have no idea what this boba thing was, but the guys decided it was easier to show than tell. Are those little balls? Are they safe to eat? Why would they float around? I was looking around at the other patrons at the shop who each had their own cup of similar looking drinks. Yes, they're totally edible, and just as nice as the tea. Yes, they're totally edible, and just as nice as the tea. Ah, I've never had a tea that looks like this either. There was a colorful menu before me with the delightful pictures painted with all sorts of colors. I've never seen such pictures quest food illustrations before back in my life. How the world has changed. Which one should I get? I think milk tea is always a safe option. My personal favorite is oolong. I like matcha. Claim enjoys brown sugar. He has the biggest sweet tooth among us. Oh, he doesn't look like he does. Right? More like the type of guy who would take his coffee black. I believe you fit that stereotype more. I take a sip and sighed happily as the guys bantered with each other. It was a strange day, but one I had survived. Although I had met them only a day before, I couldn't help but feel like I've known them for much longer. With our cups of boba in hand, we were set to go back home. I was happily sipping a cup of milk tea when Claim brought his watch back out. Alright, so there's a button here under navigation that allows you to return home. All you need to do is press it and we'll return to the hallway like before. What happens if I lose it? I would come find you. He said this very proudly, and Valefer regarded the two of us with an exacerbated glance. Please do not lose it. There are some functions, however, to help you not do that. If you are too far from your device or it is broken, a distress signal will be sent out. Someone will find you then. As you are our responsibility, it will likely be one of us. Try not to rely on that, though. Losing one of these can be dangerous. How so? You'll learn in time. I sighed. Yet another thing I'll find later, I suppose. There was something that occurred to me upon our return back to the Oasis and away from the realm of humans. The realm of humans, I didn't count amongst them anymore, do I? It was hard to accept that I was something other than a human now. It was my job to manage them now, which I still had yet to do. Ah. We didn't actually get any work done. Well, this extortion was more to test whether you would collapse from culture shock. You're getting close with the billboard, though. Oh, and the electronics stores. Aries was grinning as he continued listing things that took me by surprise. His smile widened as I pouted at him. I can't help it. Even Seer thought a giant tiger was going to leap at us from the board. It was so realistic. It is true. You cannot fault her for that one. I saw you flinch as well. It was cute how you thought there were little people trapped inside boxes. But at least she did not think it was sorcery and started swinging. But at least she did not think it was sorcery and started swinging at it. Even my card can only handle so much. Criminal charges are a bit out of my domain. You'd leave Winter in jail? I'd break her out. As I would. But a wander poster would make things difficult, would it not? I am sure we can get Siren to take care of it. Angel magic does have its uses.
Indeed it does. Although while I would cover for you, I advise you not to engage in criminal activities, Ina. At least not too often.
Oh, I see they haven't, written out the... I believe it is... Yeah, so they have a built-in name, so I think the voice actors accidentally put the name in there. So if you were to type in anything else but your name, you're going to be hearing the standard name for the character that they have. At least, not too often. I will do my best. Back at the office, Lilith was waiting eagerly for her dessert.
Oh, you got me rose milk? Thanks!
Lily gratefully took the cup of tea from me and went back to work on the square box-like thing in front of her. Jeez, might as well inject that stuff directly into your veins. Do not give her any idea she could actually act on. Lilith slurped with indulgence, but made no rebuttal. We left her behind and went towards the parking garage. Wanna go with Valefer? He got sulky about going alone last time. Why am I going? Where am I going? How am I going? I'm saving.
Pardon me? When have I ever sulked?
I mean, you look like the type of man to sulk on my lap. Oh! I'm just kidding. I'll walk myself out. I'll leave. I'll turn it off and I'll leave. I'll leave. I'll just leave. It is subtle, Valefer, but you cannot entirely hide it. I will go with you as well. You could go with Kame and Oasis. I'm stuck with the boring ones? And you can walk then. The exercise would do you well. Or I can go with the definitely not boring ones. While Kane and Aries teased Saffron, Seer and Verlafar pulled me away. I did feel bad about leaving him behind, but oh well. He would be fine, I think. Wait, did they leave already? Didn't you guys leave me too? Don't you guys leave me too. That's why I was like, wait, I'm confused on what that meant. We had gone to the parking garage and Falarfram had led us to his car. Have you sat in the front before? I shook my head. Sit in the front seat beside me. I think you'll get a different view of the city. He opened the door for me and held my hand to help me inside. What a gentleman. Aww. And they said Chivalry is dead. At least in the visual novels, they're not dead. They're still alive as ever. And I like that. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I like. Oh. Oh, it looks just like Kame's car. Ouch! I got too excited while looking around and bumped my head. Careful, you did that yesterday as well. Did she? Your poor head won't like it if you continue bumping it. I am aware. I could see Valefer shake his head as he closed the door. In the next instant, he was in the seat, the engine already on. These are all company cars, so they're quite similar. Usually it's Kame or I who drive, the others can, but they are lazy. We all live in the same building, it is simply more efficient that way. So you say. I didn't have to look into the mirror to know Siren was pouting in his seat. One thing did appear strange to me though. I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. Hey Siren, I wanted to ask you something. What is it, Winter? If you are an angel, how come you live here? I hope that doesn't offend you. You don't need to answer. You may ask whatever question you wish, and I shall answer best I can. His eyes softened, and he smiled with such tenderness that my heart skipped a beat.
You need not tiptoe around me, Aina.
Yeah, see, so they expect you to go with her default name, but if they give you the choice to pick, I think they should just remove the ability to say her name. But that's fine, I'm not really too bothered with it, to be honest. It is a demo, so I'm not sure if the full game will have that problem or not. To answer your question, well, I do have my own abode up in the heaven. But Oasis has far more entertainment to offer. Since my work aligns closely with that of the Reapers, it is often convenient for me to stay down here. And he does not have friends in heaven. Damn, bro just called him out. He's like, he ain't got no fucking friends, so that's why he's down here. That's why he can't fucking go anywhere, so yeah, you fucking stuck down here. He teased the poor angel and was rewarded with a kick from the back. How unkind. I do too. Where do you think I get all the liquor from? Liquor? The quality that the angels have are much better fare than anything we can source here or in the human world. Unfortunately. Really. The others use me for their supplies of alcohol, and I am quite ill-treated, Winter. You do have your uses. Special liquor. Can I try some? Malefer cleared his throat and glanced at me before making a turn. Well, it can be quite strong, so you should take it slowly. I can handle it. Back then, I used to drink well into the night with Felix. It would usually end with myself passed out and either in his bed or mine. Oh, bro, you sound a little more than friends. I need to know if he is an option at some point. Because how is she gonna say all this and then not have... I don't know. I'm bewiled on this. I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm trying to see if I could look at the concept art, but I can't. So I don't know what he looks like. I need to know if he's an option. He would be draped over me or be flat on the ground. Very well. We usually drink at Kane's place or sometimes on the rooftop. The whole building is ours, so we have our own bar. Oh, can I visit the rooftop today? Haha, another time. We had quite a day. It may be better so. Ha ha ha. Another time. We had quite a day. It may be better to wind down at Kane's place. All of us were quite worried when you had gotten kidnapped. I wasn't kidnapped. Aureus was truly about to murder Sephine for not activating the GPS on your phone. Had we not found you today, there may have been a body on our hands. I wasn't sure what a GPS was, but I felt that I should ask later rather than now. What does GPS stand for? I'm trying to think. Geographic? I don't know. I'm not gonna even try right now. I wonder why. I do as well. Well, he is rather rude to you. Aureus has become terribly discomposed when it comes to you. Ah, perhaps he likes her. I did not appreciate the tease in Siren's glance, but despite his expression, his voice relayed that he was serious. He has a terrible way of showing it then. If you like someone, you should be nice to them. Well said. After that, our conversation steered towards the various sights the city had to offer. Now that I was more used to what it was like being in a car, I could enjoy the views around me. Verifon and Siren took turns pointing out different places and told me which ones they liked and which I might like. The city is so large. It houses many, many people, Reaper, some wandering angels like Seraphine here, and humans. As we mentioned, there are some humans who like being here instead of heaven, and those that are working their dead here rather than in purgatory. I see. Do you like living in stasis? Being a Weeper and as an angel? That isn't bad. Some days it's more difficult than others, although that is more due to my profession than my living circumstances. Wait. So is he an angel too? But I prefer it to living a human life. Does that mean you have lived as a human before? Yes, long ago. And then?
I think you can imagine how I got here.
I don't think I can. That's why we want clarity. Seraphine was meant to go to heaven and reincarnate, and I processed his paperwork and all. That's a little unsettling to hear. Then what happened? Seraphine's fingers danced on the steering wheel for a few moments. He bit his lip as he searched for the right words. I did not wish to go back into such a cruel world. I asked what I could do to stay, and here I am. He is perhaps the first Reaper to ever volunteer for the job. And they let you? Well, we are always quite short-staffed, and Daimi would deliver them of extra set of hands. And I suppose I showed my worth through my work. Haven't been reprehended yet. We had arrived back home before I could ponder further, which prompted a natural end to the conversation. Looks like we're here. I can't believe you guys left me with these two. Believe me, it's not like we were dying to be in your company either. Welcome, Winter. I do hope it is your first time visiting one of us. I find myself quite flattered. I have no idea how long this demo is. Well, it's not like she really decided to do so herself. She's here to drink with us. I'm ready for this special angel liquor. Do be careful. Were you able to hold your alcohol well in your past life? Very well. Aries scoffed. I can too. Still, let's take it slow.
Don't worry so much. I got this.
Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with ourselves? Verifar turned to claim for support. I gave them both the best pleading expression I could manage. It's not like it can hurt you, although you will be very dizzy if you go overboard. I heard it is similar to what hangovers are like for humans. If she's gotten that overboard in her life as a human, I don't think this is going to bother her as much. If she did that much drinking to the one she passed out in her friend's room, I don't think this is much different from that occasion. For an angel like Serene, he simply gets sleepy and eloped. Siren nodded happily while Kane poured out drinks for everyone. They came in different colors and hues. Both Kane and I had drinks with softer colors. His was in purple and mine was colored pink. I had a little umbrella in mine. It was quite cute. Oh, I didn't know you had these umbrellas. How come I didn't ever get any, Mr. Bartender? I didn't buy these for you. I bought these for Winter. Oh man. That was very sweet of you, Kane. I will cherish this tiny little umbrella. As Exonine recovered from the slightest, I settled down into the plush couch. Ah, this is nice. I've never had drinks with so many people before. Usually I would end the day with my family or Felix, and he was the only drinking partner I ever had. Hearing the others' conversation was relaxing, and a smile crept onto my lips as I listened. So how'd you like your trip to the modern-day human world? Seraphine directed the question to me suddenly, and I wasn't sure what to say. I don't know, dude. I'm just here for the vibes. I took a sip of my drink, and before answering, it was sweet and took the edge off the alcoholic taste. It was overwhelming, but I think it has so many things to offer. I like to see them all. So much has changed, but I do wonder if society has changed. What was it like in your time? Seraphine. The typical serene Sarah mumbled a warning to the redhead, but I didn't mind his question. Well, where I'm from, nobility ruled all. It's not a happy story. I laughed awkwardly and focused on sipping my drink. I didn't want to bring the mood down, so it seemed to be wiser to stay quiet.
If you wish to speak about it, do not hesitate.
Geez, some of the music got louder than the voices. So I'm gonna have to bring them up a little.
You are one of us now. Our ears are open to whatever your heart has to say.
No. No, 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 none of that, none of that. We're not doing that. No, we don't need to do that. We just need to chill. No, I'm kidding. That's up to if the story does it, because I don't control the story. I mean, I control parts of it, but it's not like I control all of it. And we wish to know about you. Examine sat down next to me and put his hands on my shoulder in a gesture of support. If you do not wish to speak it, then do not feel pressured to. I nodded and looked at each of them in turn. They are all so kind to me. They are all so kind to me. I'm sure they know the subject matter will be heavy to hear, but even so. I took a few more sips to loosen my nerves. Oh my gosh, we really are gonna divulge into that. Oh, we really are. Nobility. Noblest obligation. Yeah, right. They did as they pleased, and everyone bent to their will. My words held a bitter taste in my mouth, but I did not stop. Geez, she's really gonna banter, and I really don't want to be a part of that bantering. I don't want to talk about her past unless it's like Felix, because I'm curious on who Felix is. Someone give me Felix. What do you think Felix is gonna be about? I need to know, Felix, who are you? I'm kind of more interested in the past of us. When someone didn't, they disappear mysteriously, but not before their reputations were tarnished beyond repair. I mean, that's even in today's society. I feel like nobility got placed with the news and paparazzi. They can tarnish your reputation hardcore. So I feel like there's still some familiarity in that.